Value for money has never been more important to campervan buyers than it is now, but that doesn't necessarily mean grabbing the cheapest van you can find. It's all about getting the most bang for your buck. And we're going to take a look at a van that serves up a large helping of bang for a very reasonable amount of buck. Hi there, I'm Ian, the campervan editor at outandaboutlive.co.uk, and today I'm out and about with this brand new offering from Panama. Spanish campervan brand. Unfortunately hasn't brought any Spanish weather with it today, but hopefully some blue skies later on. At least it's not raining, that's the main thing. The Panama P12 Plus is a 4-berth pop-top campervan. To have a closer look, I took the van to Bishop's Green Farm campsite on the Berkshire-Hampshire border, not far from the local branch of Marquis Leisure where I picked it up. So this is based on the Ford Tourneo Custom, the latest version of that. More people carrier than panel van, and that shows in the level of spec you find in the cab. We'll come to that later. What stands out most about this van is the price. It costs under £64,000, and at a time when similarly sized campervans can come with a price tag of well over £80,000, this seems refreshingly affordable. But I hear you ask, who exactly are Panama, and is it a brand we should be considering? Well, as I mentioned earlier, Panama are from Spain and are part of the giant Trigano group, as are Marquis Leisure. The brand's been going for a few years in mainland Europe, but made its UK debut in 2025. One of the two vans they had on offer last year was the P12. This is the P12 Plus. It's the long wheel-based version. So although this is a little bit longer, it's actually a bit shorter in terms of height. This is 2 metres high. The original P12 was just over 2 metres, I think, 2.06. But that few extra centimetres did mean it wasn't able to get access to lots of car parks because of the height barriers. This should be fine for that. Now, before you rush out and trade in your family car for one of these, do bear in mind that the P12 Plus measures 5.44 metres in length. It does give it more floor space and storage inside, but makes it a little less practical for day-to-day use. You will fit it in many supermarket parking bays, but only just. So in terms of the external appearance, as Henry Ford sort of said many moons ago, you can have it in any colour you like as long as it's white. Yep, no options. White is the only colour available. That helps keep the price down, and you know, it looks pretty smart to me. Nice little graphics here on the side from Panama, and some stripes as well there to just break up the white bodywork. Panama doesn't offer a lengthy list of options on the P12. Instead, it has an array of high-end features as standard that you might otherwise expect to pay extra for, including 17-inch alloy wheels, flush-tinted windows and colour-coded front bumper, and heated electric wing mirrors. It's the same story inside, where you get all the latest driver assistance technology, including keyless entry and start, speed sign recognition, lane keeping assist, cruise control, pre-collision assistance, emergency brake and hill start assist. The 13-inch touchscreen features DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity, a reversing camera and front and rear parking sensors, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Comfort is also to the fore in the cab, with air conditioning and heated front seats, with armrests, height adjustment and lumbar support included as standard. Under the bonnet you'll find a 2-litre engine with 136 horsepower, which is linked to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The gears are controlled from a stalk on the steering wheel, and that's quite intuitive once you get used to it. You'll not be surprised to learn that this Tourneo-based van drives really well. My plan was to take it to nearby Highclere Castle where they filmed Downton Abbey, but as visitor tickets were sold out, sadly I wasn't allowed in. I did though manage to get to drive along the narrow and windy estate access road, and the P12 Plus dealt with it with ease. Just a quick reminder before we go any further, if you subscribe to the channel you can make sure you see all our future videos. If you enjoy this one, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think about the van. So let's have a look at the inside then. Pretty sort of grey overall, and that's making me question my own outfit choice of the day. But that aside, very smart inside, lots of nice little touches. Over here we have a little slot for your mobile phone and for your drinks as well. On the other side, not surprisingly, we have a side kitchen, pretty standard fare. Down here is the fridge, brand called Isotherm, not one that I'm familiar with, but it's a pretty decent sized compressor fridge with a little freezer compartment in there as well. Double burner stove here with piezo electric starter and sink by the side there. Decent amount of work surface here as well. Under here there's a little cupboard, two little open fronted cabinets there, and up here you have the controls for the electrics and water. So down here you have your porta potty. Haven't taken out the box yet obviously, but that slots in there. And there's another tambour door down here. I've put some bits and bobs food in there. Obviously with it being a tambour door, it allows you to access it even when the seat is up alongside it. Down here is the little drawer where I've put my cutlery and cooking utensils. And above that is plates and pots and pans, etc. Another little cubby hole up at the top here as well. You can put any bits and pieces in it. I've put a book in, but you could really put anything in you fancy. Now, one of the big plus points of this van here is that the rear seat here is on a sliding rail, so you can move the seat all the way forward, as far forward as you like, and that creates loads of space in the back. And it also means if you've got kids in the back, then they can be sitting a little bit closer to you so they're not miles away while you're on the move. Speaking of kids, there's ISOFIX fittings in two of the seats here. The rear section of the bed behind the seat can be left flat to use as a parcel shelf where you can store bedding, or it can be folded upright to fit taller items in the back. There's more storage under the seat, but it could do with a panel along the front to stop items sliding into the living area when you hit the brakes. So setting up the bed, pretty easy. Lift that handle, pull it out, flip the seat there. Then if you lean over, you'll find a little red lever under there. That brings down the middle section, slide that through, and then pull over or flip over that bit of mattress, and that's basically it. You then have a completely flat surface to sleep on, and because you're not lying on top of the seat, there are no uncomfortable ridges or seat belts jabbing into you during the night. If you store your bedding on the rear parcel shelf, it will simply be a case of unfolding and dragging it into place. The bed is 1.19 metres wide by 1.91 metres long, which is fairly decent for a pop-top camper. When the bed's set up, there's still enough floor space for a porta potty or maybe a dog bed at the end, and importantly, you can still get access to the fridge. So that rear seat obviously converts into a double bed downstairs, but there's also an upstairs bedroom, and that is in the pop-top roof. We've already got the roof set up, but to turn it into a bed it is really easy. Just simply pull down the base into space, and there you have it, a really spacious big double bed. The mattress, which is slightly longer than the downstairs double, sits on wooden slats, perhaps not as comfortable as the plastic springs found in some vans, but certainly far better than a flat board. There's a couple of flexible reading lights with USB sockets up here, and the pop top has large mesh windows at the front and on both sides. The dining table attaches to a rail on the kitchen unit, and it can also be used as a standalone table outside when the weather is good, and it's a good size for 4 people. The downside is that it's stored in a zip-up canvas bag attached to the inside of the tailgate. It's a little bit awkward to fit it in, and it's not ideal if you need to bring it in or put it away when it's raining. Warmth in the van comes from a Webasto blown air diesel heater. Controls for the heating system are just behind the driver's seat. You'll also find 12 volt, 230 volt and USB power points here, and there's more at the other end of the galley. Elsewhere, most of the windows have stick-on insulated covers for night time rather than blinds or curtains. The exception is the kitchen, which has a cassette blind and fly screen. The window here and on the sliding door opposite has a hinged opening section which provides ventilation. Illumination comes from 2 dimmable LED strip lights in the base of the roof bed. These are fine for lighting up the living area. Disappointingly, there's no lighting at the head end of the downstairs bed. We've already looked at the storage in the kitchen, but there are also 2 tall lockers at the back, again with tambour doors to make access easier. One of these is almost entirely taken up with a ladder for accessing the pop-top roof area, and you could really choose to leave that at home to make better use of the cupboard. Likewise, you can create more general storage space if you don't need to take the loo with you. Cupboards. Tambour door opens up. I've got my jacket stored in there, plenty of space for more clothing, and you can put your shoes down at the bottom or anything else really you want to store in there. That slides closed. Down here, of course, is the cupboard for your gas cylinder. Camping gas bottle in there, stashed away nice and safely. And just over here, just stretch over, is cupboard where all your electrical gubbins are, including the power inverter and everything else there to keep you going. The Panama P12 Plus hits the sweet spot between price and practicality, offering strong spec levels for under 64 grand, including automatic transmission, sliding seats and a Webasto diesel heater. It's well equipped and comfortable, and while the extra length might rule it out as a daily driver for many, the lower roof height certainly improves everyday usability. Interior space and storage are decent, though a few cost-saving emissions are noticeable, but overall, for buyers focused on value, the P12 Plus delivers a great package. So thanks for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.